Hey, welcome back to Karen's Papercraft. Thank you very much for watching. Today's video is about this cute square card. It's a simple card, but I'm sure it will appeal to those who are into a more modern Christmas, and I'm going to show you how you can make it. I'm going to cut the paper for it, and the base card is... Now I work in A4 because I'm in Europe, which means that my cardstock is 8 1/4. If you work in letter, it's 8 1/2. So if I want a square card, I'm going to cut at 4 1/8, because then I can score at 4 1/8 as well. But you can definitely leave it at 4 1/4 if you work in letter. Sorry. Now then, I'm going to score at 4 1/8 as well, which gives me a square card, you see? I'm also going to cut a match for my card, and I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. If you work in letter, you can cut it at 4 1/8, but in my case it is 4 inches. Then you will have a panel which will fit perfectly onto your base card, do you see? Right, I'm going to attach this first of all, and if ever you get a funny edge that sort of pops up, just take your bone folder and flatten it. Sometimes it happens when you are cutting. So I'm taking my Seal Plus and I'm putting a couple of bits in the corner and one in the middle, and then I'm fitting it onto my card. So that's your base card ready. Then for the little trees, I've already made them, and I've used mint macaron and blushing bride. Now I've made stickers out of them because, well, there's no way I could attach those tree trunks. They're far too narrow. And I will link to a video that shows you how you can make stickers with these adhesive sheets. I'll do that at the end of the video. Right, you want a sentiment as well, and I've taken a sentiment from the stamp set, and this is Let Your Heart Be Light, and I've stamped it in Just Jade, and then I die cut it twice with the narrowest of the stitched rectangles dies. There's 2 sets, you know, and then of the smaller set, it's the smallest die, which is a perfect fit for this sentiment. And I've die cut it twice. I'm going to stick one on top of the other because that will give some depth to my card. And I'm using Tombow on purpose because I want to be able to move my bits of paper a bit until the sides align properly. And if I were to use snail, for example, or seal I should say, then I wouldn't be able to make sure all the edges match. The stars too, I've made stickers, and the stars and the trees of course are from the die set. Here you have the stars. You can also cut cute little baubles, and these are the 2 trees, and I've used the bigger one. This is narrower. I can show you the baubles. Again, these are stickers, so they'll be easier to adhere. Now then, let's go and adhere the trees. All I have to do now is remove the paper backing to reveal the stickered side, and I'm taking my tweezers, and they're easier to hold, and then you attach them to the card. This one goes right down to the bottom, and I'm taking my bone folder to make sure the adhesive sticks everywhere. Then the mint macaron tray, and I'm moving it up a bit until the first tier of the tree. Again, make sure it adheres well. And then the last tree, I'm going to move up again there as well, so that you get the same height difference. Then the stars, if you have problems picking them up, use your pick me up tool. Then to attach my sentiment, now I can use my Seal Plus, just draw it across and fit it onto your card. I'm going to look from the top now that I'm not putting it on askew. There we go. And then all that's needed is a little bow, a Simply Elegant trim. And I'm going to use a mini glue dot to adhere it, and the mini glue dot is going to be too big, so what I'm doing is I'm picking up one end and then I'm folding it back on itself, so you get a kind of half moon shape. Wonder if you can see. I hope you can see that. See, it's folded back onto itself. This then you can put onto the bow and then pick it up with your tool and then adhere it. And this end is a bit too long, so I'm going to trim it as well. Again, I'm making sure this adheres well, so I'm pushing it into the glue dot and there's no sticky coming out on the edges. So there you have a cute card finished. Oh, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye.